got this!
Easy!
Oh my god!
In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a main menu in Roblox Studios. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we need to make is a camera. This is going to act as the background in the main menu. So we're going to add a part into the workspace. And now you can position it to however you like. And if you don't know which way the camera is facing, you can just right click it and then click Show Orientation Indicator. Once you've clicked that, there's going to be a blue F, and that's going to be the way the camera is facing. Once you're done and you're happy with the position, you're going to name that part to Menu Camera. Now, make sure transparency is set to 1 and that is anchored. Now, let's build the actual main menu GUI. So head over to Starter GUI and insert a screen GUI. Then insert a text button into that screen GUI. Now, rename the text button to Start Button. Now, from here, you can add any other GUI you want inside the screen GUI. So I'm just going to add a text label and it's going to act as a title. So from here, you can customize your main menu. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay, so I'm done with the main menu. I have a little button and I have the title up here. So once you're done with the GU, you can head back to the screen in GUI and rename it to main menu. Alright, I tweaked it a little bit, but once you're done with the GUI, you can go to the Start button and add a local script. First, we're going to get the references. Now, under this line of code, we will reference any other GUI under the screen GUI. For example, the title text label. Now we get replicated storage. Before we go any further, we need a way for the client and server to communicate. Go into replicated storage and insert a remote event, then rename it to Start Game. Make sure it's spelled exactly like this. Now we can make a reference to that remote event. Now we detect when the button is clicked. When the player clicks the button, we fire the event to the server. Then we wait 1 second, which gives the server time to respond. Then we hide the UI. If you have any other GUI, then just write the name of it, quote, dot visible quote, and make it equal to false. And that's it for the button. Now, if we test it out and click the Start button, then the GUI will disappear. Now, let's move on to the second script. Go into Server Script Service and insert a normal script. This script is going to control freezing and unfreezing the player. First, we get the services. Now, we create a function to freeze the player. Now, we control movement. If frozen is true, then movement is disabled. But if it's false, then movement is restored. Now, we disable jumping and falling states. Then, we loop through the character and hide it. On line 10, make sure it says I pairs instead of pairs. Then we check if it's a part, decal, or the humanoid root part of the character. And if it is, we make it transparent and non-collidable so the players don't bump into them. Now, we freeze the players when they join. This part ensures everyone starts in the main menu. Before we continue, go back to the start of the script and type this. Now, we listen for the start game event. If the player exists, then we fire back to the client. Wait 1 second, then unfreeze them. And now the service side is complete. Now go into starter player script and insert a local script. This controls the camera and visual effects. First, get the services. Now get the references. And because I'm too lazy, we're just going to create a GUI in the script. This GUI is going to be a smooth transition from the main menu into the player camera. Now, we put the camera into scriptable mode. This locks the camera to our main menu view. Now, we add a blur. This makes the background feel cinematic in a way. The blur size defines how blurry the background looks. So 2 would be not even blurry, and then something like 500,000. We're just going to keep it at 25. Now, we listen for the start game event. First, we fade to black. We create a tween that changes background transparency to 0. Then, we play it and wait for it to complete. Once it's completed, then we remove the blur. We also give the camera control back. Now we fade back into the gameplay. Create a tween that changes transparency back to 1. And then play it. And that's it. Now if we click play, you now have a fully functional main menu system that freezes the player when they join, moves the camera to a custom menu view, adds blur and fade transitions, and also smoothly starts gameplay when pressing start. If this video helped you out, make sure to like and subscribe and comment what I should make a video on next. And I'll see you in the next one.